Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Remo back, and we are out for another run on my new Fraser Island mod map. Today we are taking out a new rig I saw come up on Mod.io. It's the Outlaw by Iceberg 101. Looks suspiciously like my old man's Jeep that he used to have back in the day. It was a Cherokee Limited. Definitely took it places I probably shouldn't have. I don't think he knows. If he watches this, he might. Anyways, great truck. Had a lot of fun with it. It was a pretty cool vehicle. Blows my mind that it had leather everything, all the gimmicks with the Limited, and it didn't have a freaking cup holder in it though. Classic, eh? Anyways, today we're going to be doing a run that's going to be kind of indicative of some of the trails that you're going to see on the rest of the map. I'm probably about 50% done, but anyways, we're going to go for a run across the island to one of the far side areas, and we're going to go play around on the new sand dune area. I really think there's going to end up being two areas like this, and you'll notice in the background, I'll point it out when we see it, but there is kind of an island off on its own, which I think is going to end up as kind of, I don't want to say like an off-road course, but I think I'm going to put a little bit of mud and some real serious driving on that little island. And there's going to be a few ocean sandbar crossings to get over there. I'll kind of, if you've been out on the islands map in expeditions, I kind of made some areas you had to pick through with the depth of water and stuff to get across it in mud, so probably do the same kind of idea. Anyways, what we're trying out right now is a bit of a mixed trail here. This area's got kind of a gravelly stone look. I think it's called mossy rocks is the texture in the editor. But what I've done is I've kind of feathered sand in underneath it, so it looks kind of like a gravelly sand kind of mix. At least that's what I'm going for. You guys can all let me know what it looks like or what you think it does. Right off the bat here, need to make those transitions a little more subtle, but you can see we've crossed over to a sand road. I tried to make, and you can see the sand is soft, I tried to make the strip of grass up the middle a little bit narrower. I'm still not liking the feel. The sand is soft, the grass area is firm, so it kind of bounces the truck around a little bit. Probably gonna do away with a lot of it. It just doesn't feel very good driving on. Another thing I should mention is this weekend I am definitely going to release this map in whatever state I'm at, which is going to be around 50% done. Gonna release it on all platforms, and that way everyone can get out and go for a run. Give me your opinions, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see. Just want to involve everyone as much as I can. I know there's a lot of you out there that enjoy being part of the experience, and I've put out enough of these maps at this point that it really does help having the encouragement from everyone. It makes it a lot more fun. I know the Australian contingent quite enjoys me spending time on building some of these maps, and I'm having a lot of fun with it too, but it's really helpful just getting the direction that I'm making things look proper, and hopefully this gives you the ability to drive around while I'm still building and let me know what the feel and the look, if it's really working in game or not. So I'm gonna do the release and play as I build, and I look forward to any of the comments, whatever you like or don't like. I just want to make this a fun little cruising around map that really does kind of encompass what you think with Fraser Island. So right now in the background is an area I haven't really worked on. I've loosely shaped it. It is actually hooked up to this larger island, kind of swings around and gives us that cove down there, which I mentioned in another video. Some of the cove is actually going to be crossable in the distance there. You can see some rocks along the bank. I am considering making that island a touch rocky. It's not really something you see a ton of on Fraser Island, at least from what I've seen, except for along the beach, and it's that coffee rock. I think we can play on it a little bit. Wasn't going to make it like a rock crawling area. I don't want to place too many. We'll see when I get over there, but that island with the rocks is over by where we're going to have that little play around island that you can, it's going to take, you're going to have to go all the way around the map to get to it, so it's going to be kind of an adventure thing. Definitely going to have lots of vehicle recoveries on this map. Again, there's going to be a lot of trails. There's going to be a lot of different ways you can get to specific places, so I think that's going to make it a lot of fun for recoveries. Different sized roads. Just first time driving up here looking at this is what I think I'm going to make the roads look like, is just more of a open run of sand. I will have some areas, actually perfect example right there, a touch of grass kind of in the middle, but it's not as fun to drive on these roads I'm finding right now with that hard part in the middle. It just kind of catches your tires and throws you all over. Now, I'm going to leave it for the release this weekend. I'm not going to change it. So anyone that wants to have an opinion on it, you can try it out and let me know what you think. I think it would be more fun if it was just kind of a sand trail, which is more what I see when I'm watching videos of people driving around these areas. So again, and I've actually got this road. This is the most recent road I've built. And the grass is a lot narrower and it is easier to drive, so I don't know. It's going to be up to everyone's opinion when we get a chance. So latest is going to be this weekend. I may try to pop it out tomorrow if I can get a little bit more done. You're not going to have a ton of time to kill on this one other than maybe playing in the sand dunes up here like we're going to do, but still lots of adventuring to go to get things finished. I'm actually just kind of starting to build a resort on the far side, way over in the distance there. That's going to have a few tasks, and again, another destination to drive to. Going to put lots of watch points, cover the map, and make them small opening zones so that there's a lot of different places you got to adventure around, and I'll try to make them high, nice visibility points or stuff like that. You can see here I'm really trying to vary the size of the beaches, and you'll notice when we get further down there's areas that you almost can't fit the truck on. I almost called it snow depth. It's that stupid particles, right? The sand depth, fairly happy with. This isn't a super fast vehicle. I did put the tuned tires on. From Iceberg, they're typically they definitely give you more grip, but they're not like drive through anything without getting stuck. So it probably gives you a pretty good idea that most mod vehicles are going to be able to clip along pretty good. You can see there is a seam. As soon as you start to get on the wet sand and then closer to the water, it's going to get muddier, but there is a nice fine line down the beach like I figure there would be in real life. I haven't done a lot of beach driving, being a Canadian. In Ontario too, we're just got little lakes and mostly gravelly sand beaches, but there is a nice line there that you can see. You get a pretty good traction and you can get some speed up. This truck doesn't. I just have the fastest off-road gearbox, so it's not set up to be super fast. But I'm sure you could have a lot of fun with a lot of trucks, especially some of the mods. And when you get into the softer sand, it kind of plays with the steering. I don't know. It's kind of fun so far to drive in. I haven't played around on this at all. I literally actually haven't driven over here since maybe the second video. So we got a ways to go. You can see the work. I'm kind of where I've stopped there. It's almost a peninsula. Oh, nice. You just get hung up on a tree. I tried to make all those fallen trees small so they shouldn't hinder us too much. More of a visual thing there, and if you stay away from the roots, it's good. Yeah, we need a faster truck for in here. Right now, what I've been working on is kind of shaping these to look like natural kind of sand dunes, but fun to play on as well. So let's just hop into another vehicle quick here and we'll really see what this place is about. Alright, John Hot Rod to the rescue here. We got red line everything on this, which means middle of the road for craziness, and should have enough in the high gear. That's just gonna flip us. Let's keep it on the sand here, right folks? Okay, what I'm hoping for here, and that was perfect. Watch the way the truck takes off and it lands, and that sand just gives you that feel like you're not just bouncing on hard video game ground. I do wish I could kind of get rid of the particles, but I'm getting used to them, and it's definitely worth it. It's got a really good feel in terms of the resistance, and let's rock another jump here and see. It's nice to not get damage from this. It's perfect. Actually, I kind of spaced that out pretty good for a tabletop. Go in cab here. This ought to be interesting. It's wild how much it feels like you're gonna flip over when you're in cab. Oh, smash. It's kind of a neat feel. I think I want to add a bit more dune action here. A little more up and down on it. There's a nice little jump. That's pretty cool. The area's not huge, but you get here with a couple friends to play around with. I think you could have a lot of fun. A little catwalk. We got some horsepower in this thing. Anyways, let me know what you think as usual. Good, bad ideas, what you want to see. Always appreciate it. We'll talk to you all again real soon.